into the Profit and Growth
showing
Hour
off now.
here on WDRBmedia, the voice of the community. I am the one and only Dr. Business.
Why must you look at me when you say that? I feel violated.
And joining us is
Locked and loaded right here is Lady Guns. That is greatness under no stipulation. You would ask somebody.
All right.
who they gonna ask?
Somebody.
Anybody?
You can always
Anyone near you.
get right. I know
Okay.
for sure.
Anyone near you. Right. If you're not sure, you can call us at 877-342-7770. We'll tell you all about Lady
That's
Guns.
right.
That's me.
Call your lifeline.
Wow, my name is quite regular. You guys, Lady Guns, Mr. Get Right, Mr. Biz.
Miss Carlibia.
See, wow, I'm Murphy Brook.
Hey, Murphy
Okay.
Brooke.
Hi, Murphy Brook.
Wow.
But that's
Okay.
awesome.
That's right, because you're Murphy Brook.
Listen.
The one and
Should
only.
I have like the something under there?
The Murphy Brooke. There is not another one.
The
Murphy
or the
Brooke.
thou? Or is that like
No.
Thou.
take
The.
it too far?
The,
just the.
Too far.
not the
The
Murphy Brook.
Like
Yeah.
the Foxy Brown. Like the Queen Latifah.
Like the one and only.
The
The.
Queen of Soul.
Okay. The
The.
I want to be something.
You are the.
You are somebody.
That's right.
God made
Okay.
you. You're fearfully and wonderfully made.
Hey.
From the top of your head to the
He
bottom
coming
of
in on
your
a Hyundai.
That's
Real
right.
break.
That's your
Real
first and last.
fast.
That's your first and last name.
First and middle.
First and middle.
Murphy Brooke. And we also have
Mr. Get Right.
Mr. Get Right.
Right,
Mr.
no.
Get Right. Make you feel good.
It's like, what you
Right. You better ask
You were
somebody.
screaming it last night.
Everything. Yeah.
That is right.
It goes all the way in the opposite direction.
Camera.
Yes, and audio. For those that cannot see, they
That's
still
right.
have to hear.
Yes.
And over here we have.
I am Miss Carlibia, the host of The Right Time. You guys can check me out every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
She was so extra.
She really was. Everybody else gave her that.
Exactly.
Like there was gonna
Gave
come
her
a
a
part
whole
where we were gonna give you
biography,
that.
and I was born, and my sign is, and you know,
Four score and 7 years ago, our founding fathers landed
cut it
upon Plymouth Rock. Then upon said adventure, my great ancestors met one another in a field of cotton. Continued to pursue until yet my mother and father met one summer day. They actually did. My mom got mad because I told people. They was like, "How did your parents meet?" I said, "My dad was delivering ice to my mom's house," and my dad was like, "Where
Right.
did that come from?"
Did you make that?
I'm gonna tell you where I got it from. I literally thought my dad was an ice deliverer because they used to have jobs. Like it was a job. They had a big block of ice, and they would. That's what your refrigerator stayed cool with. Before GE.
Way before our time.
1942.
no one.
And remember,
18.
but think of Blythewood.
Don't even go there with me.
Country.
I ain't never seen a block of ice.
But literally, it was like, your dad used to come up and see your mama, he was cooler than a block of ice or something like that. But for whatever reason, I thought my dad. And I actually had seen a show where a dude was delivering ice. It was a cartoon. And they had a big block of ice, and they had these claws that do like this and pick up the ice. So I literally, as a child, thought that my parents met because my dad delivered ice to the house.
Wow.
And
So
it-
like
You just kept that
like the
going.
milkman would
Yeah,
deliver
that's what I was
the
thinking.
milk.
Exactly.
Right.
Then it was
so he's
he
the
would
ice
bring a
man,
block of ice.
and then he
Right.
like hit it and say what?
We're not gonna talk about my parents
No,
like
I'm
that.
just
We're
I'm
not
just
gonna talk
saying.
about- we're not.
That's how
We're
you
not.
got here.
That is,
We're not
Is
gonna
that not
talk
how you
about
got
that.
here?
We're not gonna talk about my
because your dad
parents
delivered
like
It's
the
a
that.
ice. The ice
Cadillac
started
that
started
went
to
into
milk.
the
I think the ice
garage,
melted.
and
Yeah, it's
so.
going to the house.
Yeah, I'm just
Making
saying.
the ice melt.
You got here some way. The stork does not deliver babies. Just throwing that out there.
And there is no Easter Bunny or Santa Claus.
Don't be telling that to the kids and stuff. You gonna-
If they can't believe in the story, then you need to know your parents working hard in order to buy you Weez and Connect for
Weed.
Wait, not
Big
Connect.
facts.
Buying you weeds.
I was like,
Oh,
now I can believe it because it's 12-year-old mom probably buying the baby some doobies. Ooh, baby. Awesome.
and then wonder why the
birthday present. I just wanted to check it for you.
Tragic.
I wonder why the kid don't got any brain cells.
Exactly.
Facts.
At all.
You third grade again?
25 years old in the third grade.
Uh-huh.
You blew it.
Are you my chaperone?
I'm your classmate. What's the answer? Number 4.
Cheating and everything.
Right.
I know.
It's 3 plus 3. You got your own fingers, mister. Use your own.
Tragic. He in there buying the kids alcohol because he can.
Exactly.
Tragic.
Right. Like, Jimmy, eat my thermos. Look, try my thermos. It's better than yours.
I got a juice box.
No, man, I got a juice box.
Tragic.
Make no
And
sense.
hence, I am not a child educator. So.
Oh, great. I actually worked in a daycare for 3 and 4 year olds. It was horrible.
I did
Really?
as well.
I did.
I started off in
Why?
daycare working with emotionally disturbed and behavior disorder children.
What?
Oh, yeah.
You like sign
was
up for
that?
that kind of stuff?
See, what happened was, you know, when you graduate college and then you think, oh, after I graduate, I'm going to have a job. But you got to have experience. But I can't because I was in school my whole life.
Right.
I knew somebody who owned a building in childcare. I was like, oh, kids, it can't be that hard. I don't really like them, but
Okay.
Until they
my
spit up
God.
on you.
These are 3 and 4 year olds, though. That's a whole different
it was a whole
ballgame.
situation.
What? They
It's
pee on
a
you?
whole-
It just,
It's crazy when they ain't
What?
raising them at home and expect for them to be raised at daycare.
It wasn't for me because I was in there braiding hair. Why do you look like this? And your mama come in here with a new wig every day.
Right.
Are those the oh my God, why do you have on the same outfit from yesterday? You know, and in childcare, that part wasn't funny, but in childcare, you can't, depending on where you are, you can't buy them new stuff. And
Right.
you can't say anything to the parents about certain stuff unless it's like abuse. That was not cool with me. I'm like, so this boy has on the same outfit from yesterday and the day before.
Which
I
means you
can't-
got the same underwear on.
Absolutely, because of course we all have to go to the restroom, 3 at a time. You had this on yesterday. And my director was like, Murphy, do not say nothing. I'ma say something. Murphy, don't say nothing. I'ma say something. You'll get fired. I ain't gonna say nothing because
That tune real quick.
Exactly.
if he wanna have some thoughts, that don't have nothing to do with me. But it was heartbreaking though. He was 3. I was like, fine, he just gonna be the dirty boot. But we gonna pick at him, little boy. He was
Sticky
it was
Pete.
so sad. Like, and cause you know kids are harsh, and then the parents.
That's what I had my problem with.
It was the parents.
I mug them every time they bring them here.
Pissed.
Mug who?
Mug the parent every time she
It
dropped
was
the child
bad.
off with the same outfit
Don't
on.
admit that. They
Not
put you in
rob a
jail.
mug,
Oh, okay. I
please.
just
Oh,
want.
you said don't think that, don't incriminate.
Exactly.
You said, like, mug,
Incriminate
yeah,
is I
yeah,
got you on
yeah.
camera and
Oh,
you
yeah.
know they're streaming live and the police
And it
officers
was
be
the
showing
same
up.
Nobody
parents.
uses the word mug in a robbery.
They don't.
No.
Right,
Okay.
no.
No. But we
Jack.
were talking about the 80s earlier,
Right.
so clearly
Exactly.
that.
I ain't, you know.
It was the same parents who were like, how are they doing in class? The same parents who weren't returning the homework and wondering why they still can't spell their name. Well, because I'm teaching them here, your kids are with me more than they're with you. Seriously, they're here from 8 to like 6 because you were supposed to pick them up at 5 and you didn't show up till 6.
I got them to ask, are y'all open on Saturdays?
But then if they spending so much time with you, obviously they need to know how to spell their name.
Miss Murphy, you're
But
doing
no.
such a wonderful job.
I'm teaching
are you
them every
available
day.
Saturday night?
Absolutely not, man. Please don't even talk to me. But I'm doing, and then we'll get it. But with kids, repeating things, being repetitive is everything. Making things in the songs,
Right.
stuff like that. Me doing it, I have 22
they
kids.
can't.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I have 22 kids, so I'm trying to get it in with, each one. Then when you go home and you reinforce it at night, it'll be easier the next day. But when you go home and you put them in front of the iPad,
Right.
and all they know
education
is
stuff.
Cardi B
But
whole album,
But how they gonna make
Exactly.
your job easier?
it doesn't make my job easy.
Exactly. So
But-
if I'm paying you, I want you to earn your pay.
But
So
you
I ain't
can't
gonna
I
teach
am.
them. So I ain't gonna teach the kid nothing. So you can do all the work.
That ain't
can't make
and you're not
demands
even
on
paying me enough to do that.
Right.
Teachers don't make nearly as much as they should for how long their kids and
That is true.
teachers literally shape your children, and all we can do is build a mold And then I'm not saying we as in I'm still teaching, because that lasted a whole 8 months. Not even a full year.
Not even long enough to have a kid. Just 8 months.
Seriously, I couldn't take
premature
it.
job
Because the school
like that.
systems are messed up. Like, I couldn't, like, even if I wanted to take that further, I wouldn't.
Right.
Just because no matter how much I put into your children, if I send them home and only 2 people come back with homework and you're wondering why your kid is probably not going to get into kindergarten.
Because the dog ate it.
Dog ate it.
So basically, you ain't had the
rolled it up.
passion.
You fed
didn't
it
have
to
the
the
passion.
neighbors.
I didn't have the passion.
Or the
and then
patience.
when I had the passion, the parents didn't have the passion. And that, to me, if it's not continuing when you go home, what I'm doing is,
So being a mother now, what changes are you going to make so that your child doesn't go through the same cycle?
She gonna be irritated with your girl.
Really?
We sitting, everything is out on the table. Like, I don't understand how parents don't do that nowadays. When I walked in the house, put your homework on the table. I ain't got homework today. Empty your book bag. You know, like, if a child nowadays say, I don't have any homework. All right, go to your room or whatever. Okay, bye.
Go out and play.
So I'm gonna be on her, like, everything that she's doing, and then she'll probably be irritated at first, but when it comes down to it, she's gonna be definitely thankful. Like,
Think about it like this: what if you was the only person that was doing that in that child life, and now they don't have that no more?
that sucks.
Right.
Because I can't save the world, Murphy. I have to tell myself that every day. You can't save everybody. I would give all of myself and have nothing left. So I had to really.
So that S tattoo you got on your chest, it don't mean nothing?
It means a lot, but you can't save everybody.
And then save just you, because save whoever only got one ass.
You just can't save everybody.
Because I got over it. Look, my ass converts. It is a transformer. I'm just telling you.
That's real.
I never take it off, but it is a
Never take it off,
convertible.
but I had to realize, and my mom's the exact same way, and she had to say it to me one day, you can't save everybody, Angela. And I'm like, okay. But of course, I put in as much as I could, but when they go home and they repeat the cycle, it's like, what can I do? I can't take them home with me.
Right. But you are going to be influential. I have had, literally, there's a girl I call Birdie. I had her when I taught.
Nice name.
Well, I called her Birdie because she was like a little bird. Like, out of all the class, she was the smallest, tiniest one in there, so I used to call her Birdie.
Did she look like Birdie?
No, her name
Like
was
Tweety
Cameron.
Bird?
Nope, her name
My
was
kid
Cameron.
looked like Tweety Bird.
Nope, her name was Cameron.
No,
and I
she
called her
did. She had a
Birdie.
big head and a little body, and we called her Tweety Bird.
No,
because
Probably a
she did
beautiful,
not
big-headed,
look.
little-bodied baby.
No, but
No,
today,
she was ugly.
Birdie is actually in Harvard.
But
And she remembers
beautiful
me.
now. Though.
She was ugly.
No, she really was at that stage. We had to,
In that season.
But right
smush
next
the head
season.
down and
No.
yeah, we had to.
But Birdie remembers me. And the parents, when I was in my school age, child care phase of working, I realized that you're right. I can't change them. I can't. Whatever happens at home stays at home. Whatever you do there. But I wanted them to know that there was somebody that was going to invest and love them. Even if it was for 4 hours, 2 hours, 6 hours, or whatever. And I am happy that there's probably about 4 or 5 kids that are now, getting married and graduating. And these are kids that I watched when they were like 4 and 5. 3, 4, and 5. The Bible says, raise up a child in the way that they grow, so that when they're old, they won't depart. They won't forget it. There's one thing when you raise them in the way they grow, because everybody hears that scripture and automatically assumes that you're raising them right.
Right.
No, whatever you're raising them to be, that's what they're going to remember. If you raise them to be racist, that's what they're going to remember. If you raise them
To be ratchet.
and if you're always telling them, you ain't nothing, you just like your daddy, you ain't nothing, you just like your mama, you ain't nothing, then that's what, they're going to grow up to be. But at the same time, the little bit of time that we spend, now I am not there are some children that I see and I don't like them. I don't even know them. I don't like them.
You push them down.
I don't go near them. When I see kids, I'm like, oh, hi, cutie. But if I see from afar off that child is being disrespectful to their parent, I have nothing to say.
Nothing.
One, because I'm not going to spend enough time with that kid to help them convert that mannerism or to show them something better. That person's not a part of my life. where, Murph and I are always talking. So
Relationship.
there's a reason to invest. So I'm not even going to do that to myself or that child. So I'll speak, we'll do what we got to do, and then I'm gone. But all of that,
Kick them in the throat.
I punch
Works
him in
every
the throat.
time.
If for key lime pie, I'll punch him in the throat. But
Not key lime pie.
that's my vice. Like, I'll hit you for people.
Oh, Lord.
Bring it to the table like
The
that.
voice of the community.
I'm just letting you know.
Yet
The
again.
way
Everybody
I will
has a
silent
line.
the community.
Right. Exactly.
Key lime
You push
pie.
a certain button. Yeah. Everybody
Like,
got that
them
button.
rules stand for in here too.
That's right.
Wow.
Right.
Cross that line. That's it.
I'm just saying.
That's right.
The voice of the
Find out what your
Right,
line
information
is.
and inspiration.
And make sure you don't cross it. And don't let nobody else cross it. Because you're going to get punched in the throat. So
Warn
that's-
them of
exactly.
where that line is. My line is drawn at key lime.
So that's how you
pie.
get good relationships though, when people know what not to do.
Communicate.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. But that's the key to everything.
Should you say it
Relationships,
up
job.
front, though?
Sometimes it
Certain
depends.
things, yeah. In certain things, you got to
Or like
let
they do it and
go
be like, I don't like
over a period of time. Because, you
Don't
can't just
wait.
up front say,
I won't
boom.
You
Do it all up
I
front.
won't wait.
But
I
you
won't
may,
wait.
scare,
Sometimes
you,
you
may,
come off
you may
like-
scare somebody away. Because now you coming up with this list of 100 do not
But
do.
we can hang out. Like, I don't like when people look at me. I don't like when people breathe too hard in my presence. But you got to make sure you walk to the left always next to, But
You have
wanna
too
go to
many
the movies?
rules.
It's gonna be like,
nah, I'm good. I'm good. You got too many rules for
Then I'm
me.
gonna say, it's not you, it's me.
But that keeps stress out y'all life though. That keeps stress out y'all life. You know that's not
And everybody else
don't
out your
personally
life.
this person. There's
I know
no
what
point.
you mean,
There's no
though.
point even doing
we
it.
already.
Let's cut to the chase.
Yeah.
That's like Leos. I know I
I'm a
have to
Leo.
treat Leos a certain way. Feel me? Because
How?
I didn't experience Leos enough to know that you can't do certain things to Leo. You can't say certain things. You just can't.
So what can't you do to her?
I'm a Leo.
I mean, for one, we don't have no kind of relationship, so I can't do anything to her. You
Okay.
feel me? But I know Leos
She might
are
like it, though.
they're strong hearted. You feel me? They're stubborn.
What is this the midnight train?
Man, when I mean this been like this since I came in here.
They're like, yeah,
Mr. Get Right.
drink this water.
My God. Like,
Wait, let me get that
so
up.
what is this?
Okay,
Slip
now
something
you're
in
doing
it.
it.
I know.
Prophet, what are we talking
Slip
about?
something in it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean you can't treat a Leo the same way you would treat a Aries or a Cancer. You feel
I
me?
don't
You
know,
have
I've
to.
never known the difference.
I don't know them either. That's what I'm trying to
They
find
are
out.
Is that
real.
astrology type
It's a
things
whole
and stuff?
situation.
Really? I'm a Taurus. Is that good or bad?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus.
I'm an
Okay.
Aries.
My mama's an Aries. I don't
She's
like
a
her.
good person.
No.
I'm
So
an
what, a
Aries.
Taurus not good?
They just bullheaded.
Right,
What does
because
that
we
mean?
right.
You know what that means.
We right.
Is that?
So do what we say do. We right.
What does that mean?
I know.
Why you trying to make
I know.
What does that mean?
What does that
You
mean?
know what it means.
What are you?
I'm an Aries.
Oh.
Okay, so you're both y'all Aries.
Okay.
And we Taurus. And you what? Leo.
And our producer's a Virgo.
Virgin? What?
A Virgo.
Oh, okay. I ain't know. I was trying to clarify for the people so they would know if she is or if she ain't. So they may want to know.
Him.
A Sagittarius.
That's Sag.
All right.
Okay, what's the Sagittarius mean?
Cool and calm and collect. Then
They about their money? What's Virgo mean?
I wanna
Virgo.
say-
Well,
I
if we
want-
want to talk about what Tyrese said about all the signs, I mean,
There is that horoscope song.
Now that is the after midnight.
signs of love making.
Yeah.
Is what?
That's right up his
Imagine that
alley right
right
there.
now.
Put it on. Right.
I don't know, probably.
We'll play that on the.
Who making love?
We'll play that on the background track of this episode.
These are my
We gonna learn some stuff.
Look at me, guys.
I know she all nervous and okay.
Uh-oh.
I do that to the women. I'm
That's not the business.
Look, I just calmed down real quick.
Inappropriate at all times. Information and inspiration. The voice of the community.
Is that your go-to area?
It's gonna be. I'm telling you, you guys like this is good. I mean, this is really a good thing. I'm enjoying myself.
Oh, immensely. Yes.
He is too.
This is good.
Way too much.
Now you're doing it. What you got? You good?
It's
I'm
contagious.
See, okay.
Fine.
We here.
You gonna
This is my
catch the
first
bug.
day. I'm good.
Me too. This
Yeah,
Mine
virgin.
too.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look, you see the
Me too.
guard that he has put himself
I know.
in. He's protecting himself.
Exactly. I will not be converted. I will not be converted. I'm gonna stay true. I'm gonna be me. You're not gonna make me smile. No, I'm not gonna laugh.
Just to get right.
We had a show where Dr. Biz called himself Black Diamond, and I said
What?
his
Is
dance
that a
name.
stripper name?
Huggy Bear is his stripper name, not Black Diamond. Huggy Bear. Huggy Bear. Hey, boo-boo. Honey Bear. Honey Bear. That's what it was. Honey Bear.
Hey, y'all
Hey,
are a
boo-boo.
trip.
I got a picnic basket for you. And the person we were interviewing, she's like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. By like the 4th episode, she's like, so Honey Bear. I was like, yeah, woo. Subliminal. Kept going.
What's my name? What's my name?
Hey, boo-boo. I'm on a picnic basket.
The voice.
Of the community.
Good stuff.
Every shape, every size, every nationality, every religion, every ugly, pretty, short, tall,
Aesthetically
fat,
challenging.
whatever. Let's get all that stuff. We all make up the community because we all cray cray. Now, some mild cray cray, some
Excessive.
cray cray.
Severely.
But we got a certain degree of cray cray in all of us. So it's a matter of understanding what your cray cray is, embracing your cray cray,
Absolutely. Embrace it.
embrace
And know
your
how
cray
to
cray.
lock them up.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to be able to love it, lock it,
He not
and
playing.
don't leave it though. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes it's good to
because it's
leave
you. It's you though.
It's not always you. It's not.
It's that other person that's inside your head that's talking
Sometimes
to you.
people make you cray cray.
No.
I know. No, I could drive. Some
You
few
allow
people
yourself
cray-cray.
to do it. I mean,
No.
you
Some people bring out the good in you, some people bring out the
Actually,
bad.
he has a point because
It
we
depends on how
really
weak you
shouldn't
are.
allow people to have that level of power over
Over your
us.
emotions.
Where because
Correct.
of your actions, you're gonna have me act outside of my character and punch you in your throat. I shouldn't
Why was you
allow
going there? I wasn't
you
even
that
talking
kind of
about
power.
that sort of driving people cray cray.
Oh, I thought you were too. What were
Cray
we talking
cray,
about?
cray
Exactly.
cray.
See,
Period.
we were all on the same page, but you on another page.
I am. I'm the good fellow. Like I drive here. I can drive
See,
somebody.
I don't allow people to drive me crazy. I will cancel you fast and in a hurry.
Cancel.
Cancel.
I will
Okay, like
cancel.
Nino, like
Void.
Exactly.
Yeah, like they'll be looking for
little
you.
pieces,
Yeah.
plastic bag, out back, in a dumpster.
See, but look, really, no,
Oh, okay.
We got that other camera.
Yeah.
Don't tell me myself.
myself for forgetting.
Not him.
Last time I saw Shaquan, he was with Mr. Kid, right? And he was like, I'm getting
That
canceled.
nigga got canceled.
y'all are crazy.
Somebody we got to go find out, boy. He had somebody dumpster at the landfill by now.
That's right. He done tied a tag on the toe before.
Unfriend people in real life, and they just disappear. They just don't come
You
back.
friend him
I
in real life.
can believe that.
Just unfriend them.
The tragedy.
Just treat them a different way. You acting brand new. Yeah, you right.
Love your enemy.
Yes.
To a certain extent.
Silence.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta love them.
Okay.
Because you don't
Yeah.
hate them. But you let them
Because
stay
some
over
people
there.
you love close, some people love from afar.
For sure.
You stay over there, other side of the street.
Right.
Turn around. I don't want to
Like,
look at
I
your
will
ugly
feed
face.
you, but I will not give you no money. I love you to a certain extent. I'm not gonna see you go hungry, but no, I'm not helping you.
Aw, is that how
Yeah.
you treat your child?
My child.
I was just checking.
my-
you know, I ain't know.
my child?
Look how close he got that time. Did you say my child?
I know.
I just want to clarify. Mic check.
I had that
Her-
conversation
she at
once
the
or
beach
twice with
right
my
now.
children. You know,
Her toes in the
where-
sand.
What?
nervous
Because when
about
they
your
act
kids.
up, sometimes you know we
You starve them?
no, they get bread and water.
So mine go to bed. That
Bread and
bed
water.
hurt her feelings.
I don't.
Good night.
I don't starve. See, my children, they get bread and they get water, and that's all you get. And Daddy gonna have him a nice smorgasbord.
Make sure I be on
eat
your
it
good
right there
side.
in your face.
Right?
That's
I
right.
had bread and
That's
water
how it
one
is.
time, and I got a whooping. I was supposed to get punished, but I took the bread and I made balls.
Yes.
And like took
done
the
that
crust.
before.
I tried to break the crust without breaking it. So literally, everybody
playing
was
with your
eating.
food.
No, I was
Right.
making the meal. Like
By making
that's all I
balls.
get. So I had my square, and I made my bread balls right there, and I got my fork, and literally my mom like this the whole time.
Pissed because you made light of the situation.
Exactly.
You are supposed to be
Not
upset,
what I
and you just
planned.
made you some
Exactly.
turkey balls
Right.
and some Weetos. What is going on?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes. All right, you don't get to eat
Trying
nothing.
to
Go
cut
to
it with
bed.
a knife.
You don't get nothing. I would be mad if Hazel would make light of that situation.
Freaking imaginary salt on it.
Exactly.
I was an only child, so punishing
the
me had
imagination
to
I
be
was just about to
high.
say, who had imaginary
It is.
friends? My
That's
sister's
right.
11 years older than me. I was pretty much an only child.
Oh, all of my
And you
stuffed
had
animals
imaginary
talked
friends.
to walk that night.
Sure.
Do you still have them?
Not exactly.
That didn't mean no,
grown.
though. I know that didn't mean no. So
I ain't
I
have
don't.
imaginary friends. I believe I had different personalities.
Probably do.
Me too.
That's what I used to call. Like I would like.
If you had it,
I
then
don't even want to go.
Yeah, have it now. He's like, none of that.
Yeah,
Cancel it.
Exactly. They just don't walk away. They usually stick around.
Cancel some of them out, and
Oh, okay.
you know.
We had a
Keep
family
some of
friend that worked at a carnival, and they would always bring me the big stuffed animals. I had King, Max, and Blue Dog, and they were like my tea party buddies, my partners in crime. Like Max actually laid kind of like on his side and his arms crossed, so I would hide snacks between his paws because they were like literally like
Real big.
life size. And to this day, I can hear my mom coming into my room. I had a record player, something you don't remember. And I had a record player with all my little albums with my musical stuff. And I would put music on, have a tea party. I would dance for him. I would put my church slip on my head so I would have long hair.
I can see me being your little brother coming to your room punching your dolls
I was
and
an only
stuff.
kid, though.
I know. I'm saying. I
Right,
can see
but
me
my
punching your
mom,
teddy
she would
bears
be
and
coming
stuff.
in like, who
He's excited
are
about
you
that.
talking to?
Yeah,
Who?
imaginary friends.
And I was like, my friends. Like, yeah.
Damn.
Right there. And
My
I would
daughter
tell her, I
crazy.
say- and I told her, I say, they don't like you, so they always stand still when you come in.
Wow.
Probably got pissed. Black moms get pissed about anything.
Let my daughter tell me she talking to these animals, to these things. She's not gonna see them no more, and we gonna have a personal conversation.
That's horrible.
Oh, you can't do that.
And she's how old is
No,
she?
because I failed some. I missed something somewhere for her to be sitting here having
But it's
conversation
too late.
with you. No, it ain't. We gonna do
Serious about
we
that
gon-
thing.
I feel like y'all have
today.
executive meetings. Look, all right, now I know you like to play outside, but I mean, she's probably
This
like,
is your job description,
Right.
And you will abide by it between the
daughter told
hours
me,
Like from
of.
3 to 2, you're on the slide. And then, and 15 minutes later, you better get on that swing. I'm telling you, you better
The
get on that
swing
swing.
and the swing
just
only.
But what
That's
are we
right.
gonna
On your
park for?
cardio
Why
or
are we
your-
here? You're not gonna use the stuff at the park? Let's go.
you don't just hit them. Little girls just like,
I'm just playing. I'm just
little
playing.
girls just like,
I'm just playing. I was just filling in with what y'all was
right.
on.
you are
okay.
10 by 10.
My niece is 5, and my sister, like she's the youngest of all the kids now, and the next oldest is like 14, so she's really starting over, you know. So she's never heard. She didn't get baby talked. She's only heard adult big word conversations and things like that. So she's very articulate for her age. And when she started in, preschool and stuff, we came in one day, no joke. She was laying on the back of my mom's couch, not on the couch, on the back. She had one arm swinging in the leg, and the other one, she said, meow. My mom was like, go get your sister. Something wrong with her. So they literally took her, to some counselor.
Main reason why.
What they discovered, they said, your daughter she's bored by adults. So she's intrigued by animals. And literally, like at 5, she could tell you some dinosaur names that I didn't even know existed, could point out the picture and all of that. And they said, she's okay. She's just bored with you all. You're predictable. Animals are unpredictable. Therefore, and all it did was taught us we need to get her into some creative things, not just typical play things, but things
Don't be
to
telling her nothing ain't
expand
here.
her mind, things to challenge her and stuff like
You
that.
one of the kids that I wouldn't have
It's
my
like what I
kids
said.
play with because my
So she thinks she's a cat. Are we gonna say
Pretty
that?
much. Pretty much. Pretty much.
She would act out animals.
but
that
she
is-
did.
But understand that if that's not
For your
stopped
mama.
Right.
Don't
at that
have nothing to do with
age,
that.
right.
my
Right.
daughter had a friend, 13 years old, swore she was a dog.
She went around barking?
Literally, she went around barking.
Oh, wow.
She would not walk on 2 feet.
May I ask?
She'd walk on all 4.
You could ask.
Yeah.
What was she?
Did she have
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
she was
Yes.
because ain't no black
Yes.
child about to play like no dog because your parents be like, we
So,
sleep outside then.
We had to sort of sever that relationship, and I'm like, baby, she going through some things.
Those are those
So
entities.
you come over here, cause I don't want what she got to jump off on you. But
Well, you know,
she cray.
They got a little canine in them. Is that too much? Can we not? Voice of the community. All right, let's take, never mind. Not
But that's a different kind of canine.
What if
You
what
can
if
be
she start-
canine-ish,
what if that child-
but when
what
you
if that-
literally act canine,
Do
What
not
if that
say
child started?
canine-ish.
What if that child started off only talking to animals?
then that's wonderful for
That's
them.
called then you make
That's
money and call
they
yourself
children.
Dr. McStuffin.
Well, not they're not talking
whisperer.
back. The dog ain't talking back. I mean, the animal's not talking back to you,
What
but
was
you're
it?
talking to the dogs. Oh, that's
was that?
like
That's
like
the
we're talking
animal
about
whisperer.
imaginary.
Eddie
It's the
Murphy
animal
talking about
whisperer.
imaginary.
Dr.
Doolittle.
Dr. Doolittle.
Dr. Doolittle.
Doc mixed up
If
with
he
Dr.
had
Doolittle
squashed
would be.
that, then obviously his daughter picked up on that trait, and Dr. Doolittle too. And she started talking to animals and the little bear that she used to
And that's
speak
why
to and
it's
stuff.
a movie.
Right.
But what's in the movie happens in real life.
Yeah, you
Those
take
are
I
facts.
was saying
Best
that my niece
believe.
was not 5.
Those are facts.
When she was on the couch, she was like 3. When she was on the bed, but
When she was the cat? Oh, then that- I mean, that's a
she was
baby.
not 5.
Nah,
Now,
still strange.
But we right.
She was a baby.
and that's when we, go get her checked.
Exactly.
We're not a family of melanin that ignores signs of mental illness.
My
Thank you.
God.
Amen.
Thank you.
We
I
do
mean,
not.
anything could be swept under
That's
the rug in
imaginary
a black
friends.
family.
Yeah.
That is not who we are.
Well,
that is
this
your
is not
kid.
really that, but we're just not going to talk about it until you're 30 and pissed.
No, we're not
So-
gonna pray about it. We're gonna pray over her, but you take that child and go talk to somebody.
I think if you get mad because I sat in a chair where your imaginary friend was sitting at, and you get mad at me, you got a problem. That's a problem. That's a big
Don't
problem.
sit in that chair.
tell your friend move. Your daddy coming.
Ooh, you just sat on him.
Right.
Ooh. What are you talking about? Man, me and my daughter would have some
Feel a little
misunderstandings.
squeeze in your cheek. You were like, wait a minute.
She just talked too much life into this imaginary person. I believe in the spirit very well, so I don't do the imaginary stuff. Right. No,
All right.
no entities.
On that note,
Tragic.
Murph, how can people get in contact with you?
Please follow me on Instagram at HairByMurph or visit my website, www.hairbymurph.com. Check out my radio show Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and be blessed.
Hey.
Amen.
You can find me on Instagram, Honcho Hood. I do
Honcho Hood?
Honcho Hood.
Okay.
Honcho Hood.
Honcho Hood.
Okay.
I have not introduced you all to him yet. You have.
Oh, that's his other personalities. I'm scared.
Unfortunately, that is my street lingo.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I have to get professional and get Mr. Get Right everything. But for now, you can catch me on Instagram, Honcho Hood, or 11 o'clock p.m. on Wednesdays,
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
Imaginary Radio.
Okay.
With the imaginary friends.
No imaginary.
Radio. Good.
It's a real radio show. That's not imaginary.
No imaginary friends.
All right, so you guys can find me on Facebook at Carlibia. That's spelled Carli. B as in boy, IA. You can also find me, my business page, which is Travels by Carlibia, and on Instagram, which is Carlibia as well. I'm the only Carlibia in the world, so it shouldn't be too hard to find.
And your show?
My show is every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m., the right time, and I'm your host, Miss Carlibia.
Preach.
Family, you heard it here. You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRBmedia, the voice of the community.
Damn, I kind of the flow of it because you guys, the voice of the community. I was